Artificial intelligence has breached the server room and entered the boardroom. Corporate compliance teams face an immediate, legally binding mandate to govern this complex technology. This chart shows the rapid shift in Fortune 100 corporate filings. In 2024, only 16% of these companies specifically cited AI risk in their board oversight responsibilities. By 2025, that number had tripled to 48%. To manage that liability, boards are recruiting technical specialists. Directors with AI-related expertise listed in their biographies jumped from 26% to 44% over that same 12-month period. And they are restructuring to absorb the work. 40% of Fortune 100 companies now formally assign AI oversight to at least one specific board-level committee. Looking at this donut chart detailing the distribution of these assignments, the Audit Committee currently carries the heaviest burden at 21%, though technical and governance committees are publishing the most detailed oversight frameworks. Multinational boards are now legally and procedurally on the hook for AI governance, but as they attempt to architect these risk programs, they are building on top of a violently fracturing global landscape. This map shows the overwhelming scale of the compliance challenge. We are tracking 120 AI regulations across 31 countries. Despite attempts at global harmonization, a clear dividing line has emerged. The regulatory landscape is splitting down the Atlantic Ocean into two legally opposed operating systems. On one side is the European model, rooted in substantive risk management. This approach regulates the internal engineering, the training data, and the rigorous testing of the technology itself. On the other side is the emerging American model, built around procedural disclosure. This approach ignores the internal code entirely, focusing strictly on transparency and consumer rights at the point of interaction. Multinationals cannot treat these as minor regional variations of a single law. Surviving in both markets requires navigating two conflicting legal philosophies of how software should be governed. The international baseline for safe AI development was established by the G7 nations through the Hiroshima process. Looking at Principle 1 in this framework, the focus is entirely on internal technical requirements. It demands that developers employ independent testing measures like red teaming, mitigate vulnerabilities, and enable rigid traceability for datasets and decisions made during system development. The European Union codified these principles into a horizontal law governing all sectors. This pyramid diagram breaks down the EU AI Act's four-tier classification system: unacceptable, high risk, limited, and minimal. Systems classified as high risk face mandatory binding obligations. Developers must maintain extensive technical documentation, ensure human oversight, and pass formal conformity assessments before deployment. The stakes for non-compliance are severe. Violations carry penalties of up to 35 million euros, or 7% of worldwide turnover. Because of the law's extraterritorial scope, these rules apply to any company whose AI system outputs are used within the EU market. This is a substantive framework. It dictates precisely how a system must be built and tested before it can legally exist on the market. Initially, U.S. state lawmakers attempted to import this European architecture. Colorado served as the initial bellwether, passing a comprehensive, risk-based AI law in 2024. Then, in a rapid 2-week sprint in May 2026, the state dismantled its own landmark legislation before it ever took effect. The reversal was triggered by intense federal pressure. Following a White House executive order targeting state AI laws, the Department of Justice actively intervened in federal litigation against Colorado. The DOJ argued that imposing substantive mandates on AI design unconstitutionally compels developers to embed state-preferred viewpoints into their products. This aggressive federal pushback successfully forced Colorado lawmakers to strip out the original law's duty of care and its strict risk management requirements. The Colorado reset proves that the U.S. federal strategy will aggressively preempt and dismantle any attempts to implement European-style substantive AI regulation at the state level. The replacement legislation, SB 26189, established a completely different blueprint for U.S. AI regulation. It is a framework focused on automated decision-making technology, or ADMT. This flowchart maps the core mechanism. The law is only triggered if an AI output has a material influence on a consequential decision. If a system outputs a ranking or score constraining human options in hiring, housing, or insurance, it falls under the statute. Rather than internal engineering audits, the law mandates procedural requirements, clear deployer notice, and plain language disclosures within 30 days of an adverse outcome. It grants consumers specific rights, like the ability to access and correct factually inaccurate personal data used by the automated system, and the right to request meaningful human review. Crucially, this model explicitly protects trade secrets and model weights. It demands transparency of the outcome, not transparency of the code. Under the American model, the internal design of the AI remains entirely private. Governance is applied only to the procedure of its use and the legal rights of the person it affects. Attempting to run parallel, siloed compliance operations to satisfy both the European and American regimes creates unsustainable legal and operational friction for multinationals. The solution is a unified single-stack strategy. The foundation of this compliance architecture must be engineered to meet the strictest global standard, the EU AI Act. Because the European model mandates rigorous internal testing, red teaming, and impact assessments, a program built to this standard inherently satisfies and exceeds the reasonable care expectations of U.S. federal agencies like the FTC. By engineering your core program to the EU standard, you secure a defensible foundation that covers the baseline requirements of nearly every global jurisdiction. With the foundation secure, compliance teams can manage the fractured U.S. landscape by adding state-specific procedural requirements as lightweight modular overlays. You simply attach Colorado's specific consumer notification language or New York City's public bias audit summaries directly on top of your existing risk management structure. These external procedural rules are vastly easier to adapt or swap out than attempting a core structural overhaul of the AI model's internal design. Corporate boards cannot afford to wait for a unified U.S. federal law to appear. Federal preemption will continue to reshape state-level mandates, but it will not erase the legal liability of deploying these systems today. Anchoring your compliance stack in substantive risk management delivers the security of a global standard, while giving your legal team the agility to absorb rapid state-level shifts without rebuilding the entire system.